Ah, wheel of heaven to tyranny inclined, was e'er your wont to show yourself unkind? And cruel earth, if they should cleave your breast, what store of buried jewels they would find?
Take up thy wine goblet, dear, unafraid, in this haunt of the bank's grassy glade. For many moon-like forms as corns, into heaven's wheel cups and goblets us made.
For golden cups and goblets like us made. We have often asked why some space exists, why it permits the countless to briefly persist, sushed on Mother Earth, nourished under Father Sky. All of those
Sparks that light die, I am your home. One need not look where there is no light. For being alive is the very meaning of life. Living life is the sparkle that gleams so bright. Why predate in the dark when all here's so right?
Purvilahid. Are you little?
Are you thirsty? What is the world? A caravanserai, a pipe hell of night and day, a feast whereat 1,000 Jamshids had sat.
This caravan of life passed mysteriously, whereon 1,000 Bahar rams happily. Mayest thou seize the moment, why grieve about the sorrow of thy patrons? Bring forth the wine cup for the night. The desert holds its breath at dawn.
The desert at dawn.
Kudesi. Morning springs us over the wasteland's brink, and on time's sand we the oasis drink. Life's strange caravan through the desert winds, back toward nothing.
Drink afore the lights sink. The past is still here. And Baham, that great hunter, the wild boar stamps over his head, but cannot break his sleep. King Bahram, who so often snared the Gur, dignified his young kingship with a victory. See how the grave at last snared him instead.
Urai.
Ah, my beloved, fill the cup that clears.
You are the only one who truly understands me. And I will never let you down.
Why is he?
6 sides surround. 5 shoveling. Death speaks to you at last and asks, what were you doing during all of night?
It is a beautiful evening. Do you ever wonder what lies beyond these walls?
Sometimes. But for now, this is enough. Is this the truth you spoke of?
Stay busy living, lest you start to die.
It is.
We are together now.
Safe in this light.
It's so quiet here. Everything feels so full of wonder.
It's even more beautiful than I imagined.
The primal elements forever conspire, from stellar forge to funeral pyre.
We breathe, we bloom, we age, from cosmic dust, and we dissolve, to dust we shall retire.
After we've lived, loved, and worked our worth, through airy winds, vapors, and a soft earth,
We will rest at last, under spinning skies.
of DNA, both recent and older, the parts conducting, to play as a band, experiences and inclinations, forming the life expression that we know.
All's thanks to death's prolonged sifting of dyes, of the rest from the best, silly from wise, the pointless from the point. Oh, through ink-black rivers we had to rise.
I sometimes think that never blows so red the rose as where some buried Caesar bled. That every hyacinth the garden wears, dropped in its lap from some once lovely head.
Sung songs of life, composed now lie reposed. Thy face dust, beauty's music dimposed.
Long, still, warm desert wind blows across the stone. Ah, sun's Venus brows rouse we're honored to brush. That future's wand will rearrange, recompose. A single crimson petal lands on the warm stone, the impact barely audible, a breath of...
And this delightful herb whose tender green fleddles the river's lip on which we lean. Ah, lean upon it lightly, for who knows from what once lovely lip it springs unseen.
The thorn that bends unto every creature's dread may spring from some love's curl, fair brow of maid. And every tile on palace battlement, some vizier's finger be, or sultan's head.
A book of verses underneath the bough, a jug of wine, a loaf of bread, and thou beside me singing in the wilderness. O wilderness were paradise and new.
Come, fill the cup, and in the fire of spring your winter garment of repentments fling. The bird of time has but a little way to flutter, and the bird is on the wing.
Ah, make the most of what we yet may spend before we too into the dust descend. Dust into dust, and under dust to lie, sans wine, sans song, sans singer, and sans end.
Yet ah, that spring should vanish with the rose, that youth's sweet-scented manuscript should close. The nightingale that in the branches sang, ah, hence and whither flown again, who knows?
Ah, make the most of what we yet may spend, before we too into the dust descend. Dust into dust, and under dust to lie. Sans wine, sans song, sans singer, and sans end.
What would be the price of a moment's breath, purchased from death's hand at the final hour? All the world's wealth cannot extend the power that drains the cup and withers the flower.
Drink wine, 'tis thy life-saver on storm sea. Let the sorrows drown in your continued spree.
There be friends, lovers, and flowers to share, pretenses within eternity.
Time and stardust made us Earth's living guest, while quick death sifted the rest from the best.
Those three, our birthright, form our epitaph. R.I.P. Time expired, death came, dust is left.
Alike for those who for today prepare, and those that after some tomorrow stare.
A muezzin from the tower of darkness cries, "Fools, your reward is neither here nor there."
Some look for truth in creeds and forms and rules. Some grope for doubts or dogmas in the schools. But from behind the veil a voice proclaims, "Your road lies neither there," the Reese preaches. "Die from your road lies neither here nor there, O fools."
Let not the certainty of the present be held mortgage for the deed of futurity.
For tomorrow's just a gleam from afar.
Yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And yesterday's but a cold ash of thee.
Neither here nor there.
Not quite sober, blessed, nor drunk to excess. San was we chased. Safe you munavite sin to excess.
Never too foolish nor very reckless. Ah, life's passion is so reasonable.
In this delicate state of awareness,
Classicists drone towards dull perfection. Romantalists drown in feelings affection.
Worse, others alternate between extremes. It's not this nor that, but of joined direction.
It is not this nor that, but of joined direction. This delicate state of awareness.
Oh, come with old Khayyam and leave the wise to talk.
Khayyam, your words are a balm to my soul.
One thing is certain, that life flies. One thing is certain, and the rest is lies. The flower that once has blown forever dies.
We pick some dandelions ripe enough to have gone from gold to just so much fluff.
Reminding us, when soft blown with a puff, that time will spread us too amid the dust.
Sweet is the breath of spring to Rose's face, and thy sweet face adds charm to this fair place. Today is sweet, but yesterday is sad, and sad all mention of its parted grace.
Why all the saints and sages who discussed of the two worlds so learnedly are thrust like foolish prophets forth. Their words to scorn are scattered, and their mouths are stopped with dust.
Even the greatest mouths.
The sages who have compassed sea and land, their secret to search out and understand.
My mind misgives me if they ever solve the scheme on which this universe is planned.
Perhaps that is the answer.
Myself, when young, did eagerly frequent doctor and saint, and heard great argument about it and about, but evermore came out by the same door as in I went.
I fly here as a bird from the wild, in aim, up to a higher nest my course to frame.
We've approached and have found that beginning can't be.
So what goes round must be all things.
There's no point to impart a design.
So drink, to not more we're bound. Be wide aware when chance shines as your sun.
For she in turn happens on everyone.
Graciously welcome the Lady of Luck.
By recognizing her as Dame Fortune.
Past is the flower of spring's gentle breath. Gone is the summer of golden promise.
Faded the rich hued autumn of our care.
Beheld the white winter of silent death. Since death awaits with certainty on earth, one asks, how shall I prove my living worth?
Stay busy living, lest you start to die.
The truth, life's very purpose, starts at birth.
The primal elements forever conspire, from stellar forge to funeral pyre. We breathe, we bloom, we age, and we dissolve. From cosmic dust to dust we shall retire.
After we've lived, loved, and worked our worth, airy Mano, through airy winds, vapors, and a soft earth.
We will rest at last under spinning skies.
Those of Earth's sunny days and starry nights.
Bioelectric currents pulse and flow through metabolism's ceaseless living show.
Experiences and deep inclinations shape the expressions that from us grow.
All's thanks to death's prolonged sifting of dyes, of the rest from the best, silly from wise.
Dust is left.
With them the seed of wisdom did I sow, and with my own hand labored it to grow, and this was all the harvest that I reaped. I came like water, and like wind I go. Eternity's great wheel ever whirls its energy, it having to turn and return, to be, transmuting as never still, eternally, into life's temporary pattern trees. With them the seed of wisdom did I sow, and with my own hand labored it to grow, and this was all the harvest that I reaped. I came like water, and like wind I go. Eternity's great wheel ever whirls its energy, it having to turn and return, to be, transmuting as never still, eternally, into life's temporary pattern trees.
The great silence of the unanswerable induces a clamor in us. The great silence of the unanswerable, a clamor in us.
Relieved, but by embracing the audacity of being. To live, to love, to cherish each moment. This is the answer to eternity's question. Into this universe, and why not knowing, nor whence. Like water willy-nigh flowing.
Though desert winds may sculpt the shifting sand, love's ancient echo across time's vast land.
Binds two souls, as dawn embraces night.
A cosmic tale bathed in celestial light.
Time on its stream brings all sweet things to us. Water of life, we drink time, it drinks us. Time on its stream bears all sweet things from us. All things arise, but then away they go. For life's impermanent and volatile. Drift and change are normal features of life. Suffering starts when we resist the flow.
The energy of eternity is our maternity. We find ourselves lost here without asking. The karma overruns the dogma into the ground. There is no answer given, but only a larger mystery of the one and only, rendering the entire answer beyond repair.
Such of desires, wishes, and feelings case, we can't trust claims, given their wishing base. Mysteries shrink at an alarming pace. These days it's hard to keep up with the race.
And yet, here we are.
Without asking, hither hurried whence, and without asking, whither hurried hence. Another and another cup to drown the memory of this impertinence. Hither unto this fair earth I was born, the cosmos reflection not more ahead, and henceforth my splendor rent asunder, yet to my ears the point remains unsaid.
I asked not, but became, weather blowing, my hither going veiled to my knowing. Hence thither I must live on wine glowing, absolved of worries so freely flowing.
Worries may not come true, and if they do, thus they would, and then them you must stew. Past imperfect points to a future tense, yet ever only nows does the wheel brew. What shall be, remedy or pain or mix? No contest, for we're wise to change's tricks, and can expect sorrow and joy alike, but who cares, they'll pass. We all go to bricks.
The night promises great warmth from a Simroon, from a Simon, so we fall back to the tent for the doom. And there retreat, the city gates closed. Morn soon enough to return and resume.
The night foretells winds from desert's womb, so to our tent we flee the coming doom. We shelter there, the city gates now barred, till dawn brings light to venture and resume. My day fills with algebra for the Shah, and then the Devine bombich of the bazaar. But I catch a whiff of scented huskus, calling me to the forest of Chinda. On Shah's errands, I buy a rose bouquet for the next after dusk to give away.
when the bulbuth sweetly sings all night, where the jasmine and julep drink of May.
My darling toils throughout the sundressed day, selling pearled beads to earn her right to play. Bring wine, I shall drink your musk.
From back behind I bring forth her bouquet. I love the light, and that we are the dark inside the light that makes our love to spark. Undisturbed by the day's bright noise, I'll sing, sensing your soft sweep across my heartstring.
Men and women can't dwell in isolation, like valleys needing mountains' elevation.
Each nature makes necessary the other.
In love's wholeness, they find life's completion.
From back behind, I bring forth her bouquet. In love's wholeness, they find life's completion.
Up from earth's center through the seventh gate I rose, and on the throne of Saturn sate.
And many knots unraveled by the road, but not the master knot of human fate.
Discourse, as with a rich Persian carpet, can only be shown by extending it. There was a door to which I found no key. There was a veil past which I could not see. For all is of the ice. The cosmos dwells in me. Then whence and us and what and who is I? Each holds within itself the seed of the other. Yin reaches climax, then retreats in Yang's favor.
But are they not opposed? Does light not defeat the dark?
Opposites present but different views of one phenomena's divergent hues. Light, beauty, goodness, all the inverse face of dark and foul and ill that men refuse.
Strive for a dynamic balance of light and dark, yin and yang, and wrong and right. Reality is found not in separate actions, but in related events blended in twilight.
Each holds within itself the seed of the other. Rounded life is the blend of yin-yang together.
Earth. Earth could not answer.
Nor the seas that mourn in flowing purple of their lord forlorn.
Nor rolling heaven with all his signs revealed, and one bide sword. And hidden by the sleeve of night and morn.
Then to the rolling heaven itself I cried, asking what lamp had destiny to guide her little children stumbling in the dark. A blind understanding, heaven replied. The cosmic riddle of the darksome night. Why do we wander around in the dark in the middle of the night like this? Well, if we knew the answer to that one, we would have been home some hours ago. Do we not tire, ear walking, looking, lame? At first we did, yes. Yet life's beauty came, the grand moment of wings grown, lifting new.
The rhythm flies us, our music plays through.
Then to the lip of this poor earthen urn I leaned, the secret well of life to learn. And lip to lip it murmured, while you live, drink. For once dead you never shall return.
Give to one jasmine bloom and fairy born thy heart, and of dear friends past do not mourn. But unto her glowing breasts rest thy head, cast not to the wind but flow on wines born.
Cast not to the wind, but flow on wines born. Knowing that we cannot solve all life's mysteries frees us from that senseless task of misery. We can see, hear, smell, feel, and drink in all reality that penetrates sensibility. The fullness of the moment can only be had by being fully present for it. For then there are no regrets of the dead past, no worries quaking the unborn future. The moment's fullness comes to those alone who dwell completely in the now, full grown. No past regrets can shadow present joy. No future fears can make the spirit groan. I think the vessel that with fugitive articulation answered, once did live. And merry make, and the cold lip I kissed, how many kisses might it take and give? I embrace the jug with joy and heart's burn, of Elixir's secret well but to learn. As kissed, it kisses back and says with its tongue, "Drink, for once turned, never will you return." True kisses are always new and never lose their freshness. Like falling water, like the cyclic moon, I find you new each time I find you.
Then find me again. For like falling water, love's power renews with each embracing turn. Sustaining life through day and darkest night.
And sustains forever.
For in the marketplace, one dusk of day, I watched the potter thumping his wet clay.
Gently, brother, gently, pray.
At the grave and yard in Naishpur, I see blossoms in the dirt, blown from the rose tree. As I dust my shoes, the clay speaks to me. Once I was like you. Tread softly on me.
And has not such a story from of old down man's successive generations rolled? Of such a clod of saturated earth, cast by the Maker into human mold? This jug did once, like me, love's sorrows taste, and bonds of beauty's tassers once embraced. This handle, curved upon its earthen side, has many a time twailed round a slender waist.
This jug, with whose arm I entwine my own, was too of stardust strewn and outward blown.
And may have once snuggled a lover kissed, neck on neck, a hand on her bosom thrown.
Last night my cup I smote against a stone. Lo was the act, my head with wine was flown.
I was like thee. My fate will be thine own. And has not such a story from of old down man's successive generations rolled? Of such a clod of saturated earth, cast by the Maker into human mold?
cried out to me in mystic tone, I was like thee, my fate will be thine own. Scrolled into scripture, God brought rapture, enough for sad hearts to wholly capture. Yet, there can't be first complexities shove, and there wasn't much to make anything of.
Still be the wine house thronged with its glad choir. This den of filth shall be fire! Fire! My robe! Fire!
Still be those tattered frocks and azure robes, trod under feet of revelers in the mire.
A rose for my sweet Layla.
I know this is difficult, Father, but we have to consider these options for Mum.
Dad, we have to talk about tomorrow.
Today is sweet.
She wandered to the road yesterday. We can't pretend it isn't coming.
Who is? Who's that girl?
Who are these people, Kian?
Our fugal voices blend, part, join.
You voice my thoughts, I give voice to yours.
In tune, in unison, yet parallel. As the tulip for her wanted sup,
or ear this as your wheel, with some unlooked for blast.
It's all right. It's all right. It held. Ready to plant it together?
Yes, this feels right.
like tulips in the spring.
Subset your cup.
Father, it's a beautiful day.
Before the mother back into her arms. Fold.
Rend the veil of sorrows, Father. Shear the cloth of grief's chase.
How? Who?
Within your little hour of grace.
Yes, just for an hour.
And if the wine you drink, the lip you press, end in the nothing all things end in yes, then fancy while thou art, but what?
Thou shalt be nothing. Thou shalt not be less.
Pretend you're dead, gone. If only I might live it all again. So smile, because you are.
Mind stands supreme above all things that are. It holds the cosmos, born of ancient star.
You can't catch me. Oh, yes, I can. Wait up. You can't catch me.
Oh, yes, I can.
You can't catch me. Try and catch me if you can.
I got you now.
Finally caught you, and I'm not running away.
A life ought to be rich with excitation. One wishes to enjoy complete sensation.
Pleasure is not merely a reward for working. It's life's foremost experience of elation. What is past exists only in my memory. The future only in my imagination.
Enjoy the play that you get to act in, sometimes retreating to the back row.
In the distanced audience, witnessing afar.
Finding peace and lasting gladness there.